Yeah, I decided I wanted to take a selfie to commemorate me being inebriated just in case I forgot it the next morning. It's FWA recap time. Oh my god, you can see the pores on my nose. Okay, this needs some explaining. I don't know what happened when this picture was taken, but for context, you're gonna see a lot of band-aids on my nose because I had a blemish that's still going away, shockingly, saddeningly. But yeah, before the con, I picked up a box of Peppa Pig band-aids, and just that was my aesthetic the whole con. And there's George chilling on my nose. Hello, pores. But yeah, I don't know what the context was of that picture, but just a little example of what you're about to experience. We're about to go in for a wild ride. It's a dog. Missing dog. Yeah, I don't know whose fursuit this is, but I like that dog. That's a nice picture of a dog. It's a good dog! And a bit too late for Easter memes, but hey, Animorphs. I never read these in school. Here we go. We're back to the convention. Not really a convention yet. I'm on a plane. I look exhausted. I did some work on the plane, and fun fact, it was to script a couple of videos that I had coming up. Lost all that progress. Like, for some reason, my iPad decided, you know what? We're just not gonna save anything that you did here. So yeah, waste of about 2.5 hours of my life. But I watched Into the Spider-Verse, and that was a good movie, so I got to enjoy that. Where's the convention? Oh, here we are. This is the little train from the airport to the baggage claim, and where's the actual convention? Get me to the convention. I don't care about these pictures. In fact, everyone's probably pissed off that I'm taking pictures before the con. Okay, this is Georgia. Look at how moist it is. Look at how lush and green it is. That's the thing. If it's lush and green and nice like this, you know it's probably very hot and very moist. But that was, yeah, that was what was going on there. You know, like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna sit outside for an hour and cool off. So here's what it looks like outside the hotel. Yeah, I just kind of sat and chilled out there. Honestly, I'm in reality, it wasn't because I was mad or upset that I was receiving shit. I was honestly so socially anxious to interact with people that I was like, I'm gonna take like 30 minutes before I interact with people, and then we're gonna go to the con. So this is right outside the hotel. And yeah, this was where I sat for like 30 minutes watching some DBD videos, readying myself socially for what was to come. And I was also just trying to figure out what my friends were doing. They said, oh yeah, we're around the con. I'm like, okay, well, but either way, got to the con, sat outside, still running on no sleep, desperately trying to stay awake. I think I got a coffee after this, and then I ended up taking a nap in, I think Nefari's room. Was it Duded's room too? I don't know. Duded was there. That's all I remember. And then I ran into Nova and Wizzy. Oh my god, it was so good getting to see these beans again. I hadn't seen Wizzy since MFF, and I hadn't seen Nova since like TFF. So it was so nice to see these two again. They were the first people I saw. I'm like, why were you giving me shit for taking an Uber? And they're like, we're sorry, we love you. I'm like, I love you too. Also, where can I get coffee? Like, what did we do first? Did I take a nap and then get food, or did we get food and then take a nap? I think we got food first, but either way, I got there. Kyle and Kiwi weren't there yet, which were our roommates. They had the room for the weekend. There's Nova. See, look at that. Oh, left hand, like you said. There you go. Left-handed is stronger than the right hand. There you go. But either way, there's Nova being a pro con vlogger. Much better than me, if I must say, because look at that camera quality on my end, and meanwhile, they're getting the extra crisp quality. But either way, there we are in the restaurant. We went to Gus's Fried Chicken. We just got like a party of like, I think 10 or so. And then we sat down and ate some chicken, and it was wonderful. There's Gus's Fried Chicken on the front counter. You have to go here. Like, if you are going to FWA, make it a point to go here. It is actually pretty good priced chicken, and it's really good. And I enjoyed it. It's not spicy, and I'm saying that as someone who thinks mayonnaise is spicy. But either way. And there's me and Evan. We sat down and we ordered our food, and then Evan was sitting next to me, and I decided I wanted to get some really good pictures with Evan. Why is he so moist? Why is he so wet? Look. But Evan is just, I love him. He's living his best life. This is not me making fun of him at all, by the way. I love Evan. I'm just like, why is he so sweaty? What happened? But like, watch. I'm probably going to look at him. It's like, we take a picture, and we're, oh, look at that. Look at that nice smile. And then... It literally happened that way. I'm just like, Evan, why are you so moist? He's getting even moister as the pictures go on. I love you. He's wonderful. And then the chicken. This one thing of chicken and the drink they gave me was like $8. $8 for that. And this filled you up. This is like, I know you can't see it. It looks smaller, but trust me, it was a really good serving size. This was like $8, $9 worth of food. It was like 6 chicken strips, the mac and cheese, and the fries. And then I got like a sweet tea. Oh, it was so good. You gotta go there now. It was so good. And before you give me shit about like, oh, there's bread underneath, you didn't eat the bread. I eat the bread. The bread was great. It was homemade bread too. So yeah, if you're ever at FWA or near where the FWA hotel is, go to Gus's Fried Chicken. It is honestly such a good stop for some really good soul food. Oh, I forgot. If you ever want to wonder what the back of my phone looks like, that's it. Tegan saying all-wheel drive, and then Wizzy with the Super Mario Sunshine splash thing. Honestly, all you needed to do was flip the Tegan sticker and you would have like a perfectly placed sticker. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case. But you know, that's the back of my phone if you ever wanted to know. Look at that. Look at how good it is. I miss it already. I know it's been 2 weeks, but God, do I miss FWA. It was such a good time. Such a good convention. But more pictures that I got of it zoomed out doesn't look any better than what it looks like zoomed in realistically. Elevators, there was a strat to do with it, especially if you were on like the 9th or 11th floors, which I'll talk about that later. Which elevator con, yeah, there were some issues, but we'll talk about that. And then picture of me with the Nick Cage Crocs. That's what happened. I went upstairs to our room. I took a shower. I wanted to relax a little bit. I was shooting the shit with Kyle before we wanted to go back down, either grab some food or like go down and hang out with like friends and go around, whatever. But yeah, I brought the Nick Cage Crocs. I was genuinely debating whether or not I wanted to take them with me because I was like, I don't have space in my suitcase. But like, I also wasn't feeling like I wanted to fursuit in the first place, which I only fursuited like once that con. But yeah, I decided I wanted to be a little bit cursed, so I took those with me. And they were wonderful. Either way, moments before disaster. I mean, they really are wonderful. This was probably the best, like, midlife crisis purchase I've made in my life. I love it. I love them so much. And there's me with the new Peppa Pig Band-Aid. You're gonna still see that. Band-Aid on the nose pretty much every day of the con. New Band-Aid every time. And there's my badge for the weekend. My Beta Aussie Chef badge that I've shown before. It's one of my favorites. I love it. Russ did such a good job with it. This was something that I went back to the registration to pick up. This absolutely needs to be a must at conventions. They need to start giving these out at cons. I went after we went to Waffle House. I went back to registration because I saw that these were being given out. These little badges of like, hey, what's your social level? Do you want interaction at a con? You ever see them of like green, like, yes, interact with me, like yellow, no, sort of only interact with me if we're mutuals, please be wary, you know? Or like the red one of like, please don't interact with me. Squid Game? Maybe it is Squid Game. But either way, these con badges, these little like badges that you can just clip onto your lanyard saying like, hey, you know, I'm up to interaction or I'm not up to interaction, absolutely need to be a must. Because you can't read people's facial expressions most of the time. I can't. I'm an engineer. The only thing I can figure out is whether or not a bridge from like fucking, what is the movie again? Final Destination doesn't get destroyed or something. I'm only know anything about engineering stuff. You know, the engineering integrity is something. This, I can't read people's facial expressions. So like, these badges are an absolute must. I couldn't find any of them back at like MFF because they were like handing them out at MFF or like you could buy one of the dealers. Couldn't find any. Really disappointed. So I took like 3 of these. 3 of each of these. And I think, did I go over any more of them? I didn't. That's just me. Yeah, I don't have any context for what's going on with that. But just, we'll address that later. Yeah, these little badges are so fucking good. I'm gonna do an individual video on these badges, by the way, because they are so worth it. Either way, what happened after this? What happened after getting the badges? Oh yeah, I went to fursuit. Yeah, surprisingly, shockingly, I decided I wanted to fursuit around. Who'd have thought that I would have done that in this day and age when I don't really like that fursona or don't associate with it? But either way, I wanted to go around and see what was going on. So I put on my fursuit head, and that was really it. I put on my pullover hoodie, my D2 hoodie, and then I just went around the con. Either way, what happened? There's next guy. Just drinking coffee, canned coffee. Still not smiling. That's the thing with Nexka. It's just Nexka doesn't smile. Just enjoying that coffee. Looking upset that pictures are being taken and he's being judged. Jesus, Nexka. Going in for the big sip there. Oh my God. and there's some people going to get picture with me. Very, very sweet and cute. Is that a WWE belt? I couldn't even see. That's another thing. I only fursuited once because I just could not see at all. Like, paired with like the vision in the fursuit, which, yeah, vision is pretty all right, but like lighting inside isn't that great. But also the lighting inside the hotel made it so dark I couldn't see a goddamn thing going around. And there's me with Little Shark. I love them so much. I wanted to say hi and get pictures with them, but I knew they were like busy doing stuff. But like, yeah, I wanted to just say hi to them and get like a big hug. So I did. And look at them. I love Little Shark. Still, they're good pictures. I still appreciate you helping me do it. Also, shout out to Duda for helping me with pictures and footage and whatnot for this bit, because I could not do it while in suit. Yeah, aw, that's wholesome and cute. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. I love fucking FWA. It was great. Someone want to get a picture with me. I got a picture with a Legion. So there was someone who had a Legion cosplay at the con, and I saw them before. I'm like, I want to get a picture with them, but I wanted to get in suit for it. That's half the reason why I wanted to get in fursuit, because like I wanted a picture with the Legion, and it's a good cosplay. Like, look at that. Oh yeah, and then after that was the RDR concert. Right, I was in suit, and I wanted to go to the RDR concert, so I kind of just went straight there with friends. So that's me in the crowd with friends, and then there's Kiwi and Nam on stage. Oh my god. I loved, that's always like a highlight for me whenever like RDR is performing. It's just like a nice thing to go to, and I love seeing them do that. I love seeing my friends do that. Also, Roman got us in backstage, so shout out to Roman for helping us. Oh, and then Tiger performed for a song. That was really nice to see as well. All my friends in one spot. I loved that. Oh my god, I love the fucking shutter speed on this camera. What a quality image. Hey Nova, can you manipulate this one as well? Yes, that wasn't shutter speed though. What? Shitter speed? Oh yeah, someone brought in like one of those big industrial inflatable bags, like that they use to like secure pallets, like big industrial pallets. And someone brought one of those big inflatable pillows bags to the RDR show and started throwing it around. And it has some drawings on it that, thank God, are censored from this distance. Also, fucking... Kyle saw that, like, pointed it out to me, and immediately asked, do you think that's hot? So yeah, fun fact, Kyle, like, outed me in front of everyone. Oh my god. Actually, no, that's not really it. No, it's not hot. Doesn't turn me on. Fun fact, yeah. All right, so... this was Friday night at last. That's some Yakuza reference that I haven't played yet. So, for context, Friday night was the Moonlight Festival. It's what was considered to be FC's night market, but FWA was doing. Which, if you don't know, it's an event late at night at the con where the context of this image was that I was getting ready for the Moonlight Festival, which is an event for anyone over the age of 18. It's an 18+ event, an after dark event for adults, where adults can partake in it. They can dress in whatever attire as long as no dick or boobs are showing. That is supposed to be for more of a lewd audience. Honestly, it was just supposed to be like more of an after dark event for adults that wanted to partake in the after dark side of the fandom. So you saw a lot of latex suits, you saw a lot of pet suits, you saw a lot of inflatable gear, you saw a lot of pup hoods, which normally pup hoods are safe for work and fine to wear about. But it was an event that was designated for those that wanted to partake in the adult side of the furry fandom, and that was an event dedicated to that. A lot of no clothes, pretty much. Obviously, I'm not showing many pictures for obvious reasons, because AD sort of thing, which we'll have a conversation about that later. But I partook in this. Beta, what? You partake in after dark adult things? Yes, I do. I am 24 years old. I'm very much allowed to do that. But I partook in it, and all my friends and I wanted to get dressed up and wanted to go and see how this Moonlight Festival was, because the night market at FC, at Further Confusion, really fucking good from what I've heard. They did a spectacular job with that. So I wanted to see and at least participate in one for like FWA, which was supposed to be in like the main ballroom area, the main events area, where there was like a DJ, which, fun fact, you know the DJ, the non-furry DJ that FWA hired for the con? Yeah, it was that DJ. At the Moonlight Festival was the non-furry, yeah, DJ in parentheses. That non-furry DJ was for the Moonlight Festival at the con. courtesy of the picture, we all got ready. Wasn't gonna wear anything, like anything AD, kink heavy, whatever you call it, because I didn't bring anything. I was really just gonna bring like my Nick Cage Crocs, like a shirt and shorts. No, I wasn't naked. I was just wearing my normal attire. I didn't have anything, unfortunately, to bring. So I was just gonna wear that. But Kiwi and Kyle hooked me up with a skirt. Kiwi ended up bringing like one of those like stretchy skirts that actually fit me very well. And Kyle hooked me up with one of their morph suits because it was around the same size that I was. And I decided, you know what, why not? I'll wear a morph suit. And that is what I ended up wearing down to the Moonlight Festival. But going back to what happened. So how was the Moonlight Festival? Well, it was awful. It was awful. So first off, we get downstairs. There is a huge line. So went into the second hotel through the Sky Bridge to get into this event because everyone wanted to partake in it. So we went down the line, we went down the hallway of everyone all dressed up, ready for the event, really excited for what was gonna happen. And we got in line as well. We waited like, I think 30 minutes to get in, and it was great. I got to interact with some like distant friends or people that I knew of, but never really got to see and interact with. I didn't take pictures because, you know, just AD event, after dark adult event, common courtesy and all that. But we get in, there's a door hole thing. I can only assume that had to do with Brayburn or Ollie. I didn't really know the context. I don't really know much about that, and I'm not going to look into that right now or encourage you to do so. But the event itself was awful. The DJ was awful. This next picture comes in. After we were like hanging out and drinking and vibing, I ended up wanting to go and hang out with like all the Twitch furries, like Raiden, and like I know Tiger was there, like Diffuse, and a bunch of other friends who were all playing like Werewolf on the 10th floor. It was literally a floor up, so we went down the hallway, went up, and then we were there. I wanted to go up there and hang out with friends, but I was inebriated. So I went up there and I hung out with friends, and that's how this picture happened. This is actually a really nice picture. I was still in my outfit, and I ended up joining my friends for Werewolf. And I think I reached my limit that night. If there was a night where I reached the limit for drinking, inebriation, before getting sick, that was it. I don't know how much I drank, to be honest, but that was the amount. I remember being told to drink some water, and my friend Ryder gave me like a cup of water, and I got on one knee and like chugged it like I would like an actual drink at like a fraternity party. I thought after that point I was going to throw up because there was so much liquid and booze inside me. I'm like, oh my God. And so I went to sit down in like a corner table, and I was just chilling, talking with friends, taking it easy, you know, like trying not to be sick, but I was fine. Realistically, I was fine. I was with friends, all good. Oh yeah, and dude, it came in clutch. I was so fucking hungry. I knew I was like, if I don't get any food and drink inside me, I'm going to be hungover. And I can't do that because the next morning I had a panel to host. So, not the best idea. So Dude came in clutch, and I wanted to order food, but I was getting no service in the hotel. Can you help us order food? He's like, do you want my Mr. Beast burger? I'm like, I mean, yes, but also like, it's your food. I'm not taking your food. He's like, I don't care. It's fine. You can have it. But I had my first Mr. Beast burger, and I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't that bad. There's the Mr. Beast like animal style fries in the burger. Is that undercooked? Is that raw? Or is that just rare? Oh my God. God damn it, Mr. Beast. But either way, I ended up devouring this burger and the fries, and there's me. I ended up like sort of doing a banana peel method with the with the morph suit, where I put it up over my nipples and it went across me like that. And that's why it looks like, huh, Beta, are you naked? No, I'm not naked. Trust me. Yeah, I decided I wanted to take a selfie to commemorate me being inebriated just in case I forgot it the next morning. Oh my God. What the fuck was going on here? What? It's just, I got no explanation for what this is, or even the context of this. This just happened. This just happened. I don't know what happened with it, but it did. Holy shit. Oh yeah, so this. One of my eyelids is longer than the other, and it shows more when I'm drunk. Look, my eyelid, one of them is longer than the other. So I have a monolid, and that's just normal, not even general. Yeah, that's definitely not my hand. Shout out to them. Okay, but this picture was great because I think Nova was just chilling, and like Kyle wanted to get more blankets and ended up doing like the blanket flick thing to get it over. And it immediately reminded me of like field day back in elementary school. Remember when you do that, where you'd have like the balls, like you'd have like popcorn, like little balls on top of this like big sheet that was like all colorful and rainbow like, and then you have people go underneath it and crawl underneath it. Yeah, that's what I immediately thought of. And so Wizzy comes over and just starts doing that with the sheets. And just... I fucking love my friends. So that explains how I got to the point of being B2. Fun fact. That is how I got to the point of being B2. This was Saturday? Was it? I don't think this was Saturday. That's still Friday. Yeah, that was Friday. Wait, this was before I went to the 10th floor. Right, I remember now. This was before I went to the 10th floor. Yeah, for context, that's not smart water, but that's also not piss either, just for context, you know? Here's a draw over challenge. Draw my fursona doing that, or this. This is what it looks like when B2 has taken over control. When B2 is now behind the wheel, that is what I look like. Fun fact. Oh my God, it's so good. Anyways, moving on. Saturday morning, miraculously, Saturday morning. I'm waiting in line for coffee. Yes, this is the line to get Starbucks coffee in the hotel. So I got up early enough because I needed to get ready for my introduction to YouTube panel. Fun fact, I did the same panel at FWA that I did at TFF because I really enjoyed doing those panels. And I kind of might make that sort of a theme of doing something. But yeah, I don't know how the fuck it happened. I managed to get up, wake up without a hangover or anything, make my way down to get coffee. There's the coffee. And then made my way over to my panel. That's what it looked like. Surprisingly had like a smaller room. I thought it would be a bit bigger of a room, but still it worked. Either way, panel went pretty well. Really enjoyed doing that. Managed to get my energy up. Honestly, I thought I was gonna throw up before the panel because I was so tired. I needed to like still lay down for longer, but I couldn't. I had to do a panel. But panel went pretty well. I did my presentation, did my talk about YouTube and how to get started, how to motivate yourself. If you haven't been to the panel yet, you should totally do so. I'm probably gonna upload it to YouTube at some point later. But either way, good panel, had a good time at it. I got to meet them this con. They had a really cute suit and they wanted to come over and give me a hug during my panel. Also, the moms gave me a hug during the panel too. I forgot that they were there. I didn't really get to see them that much. I didn't get to see the moms of furries, but they were doing their own thing in their room for the young furries and all that, so I didn't get to see them, but they came over to say hi and give me a hug for my panel, and I appreciate it. Oh yeah, and then the furry AI thing with a bunch of random people that I don't even know who they are. But yeah, we all went down to the furry AI, the FurCon AI, and got a picture there. We are 13.71% mask. And this was us downstairs just going around. Me in my outfit, everyone got all dressed up. It looked nice. This is actually, all things considered, a really nice photo. I really enjoyed it. Oh, and that's when Nexka showed up. Oh, man. So, like, remember, Kiwi had that really sick-looking bag on our way to the metro. I ended up getting a little handbag like it. Look at this shit. And it's like a little handbag that I can just throw around my, like, shoulder, like this. I kind of like it. I'm totally going to carry this with me at cons. Honestly, it's so much more slick and nice. And I'm not saying I'm opposed to the drawstring bag that I was wearing before, but this was nice. Looks nice. I like it. Either way. Back to the pictures. Picture with me and Evan. Really love the picture of him and I. It looks really, really cute. Oh my God, what am I doing? Jesus Christ. I was crossing the street. There were like nearly 30 people going to this dinner, by the way. It was a lot of people. There's Evan being Evan and Nexka not wanting to associate with it. Oh. He was just so done with it. And there's Raiden's curl. I'm so envious of that curl. I want a good curl tail like that. And then we got our food. So we had to order our food like a few weeks ahead of time and pay for it before because they just needed to prep it before we got here. But yeah, I ended up ordering the loaded cheese fries and they were so fucking good. So delicious. So I had some. And then Dude got garlic nut. Nova with their calzone, looking judgmentally towards it. And there's me enjoying my calzone, looking like a Mark Wiens wannabe. If you've ever seen Mark Wiens, oh my God. And I got this drink. So this was a green tea drink. I don't know what was in it, but there was booze in it. It was so good in such a bad way. Or rather, it was so bad in such a good way. Like you could barely taste the booze and it was like juice. It was just like drinking a regular green tea, but it was delicious. It was so good. Also, there's a picture of what it looks like looking straight down. Very disorienting. This pineapple, I forgot I ran into him at the con. Oh my god. Look at how cool, look at how cute he looks. I love him. I love him lots. I love pineapple. But I ran into him as we were going around, and I got some pics of him, and there he is on his way to go say hi to Kiwi and Nova. Also, I love Nova's look too. Look at that. Look at those thighs. Look at those goddamn thighs. I mean, I thought so too back then. Oh my god. Either way, got pictures of Pineapple and Kiwi together, them going around. There's Triton. There's some other fursuit I don't really know, but they wanted a picture, so I got a picture. There's the rest of what FWA looked like on pretty much the last big evening. This con was still popping even during the evening. Kind of shocked about that. There's Bandy and Raiden. This was light as Raiden, by the way. I had to play the guessing game of who was in the suit. I genuinely didn't know. I know that Raiden wasn't in the suit, but look at light as Raiden. Look at how cute he looks. Also, I'm a sucker for the bandana. Just saying, I'm a sucker for that bandana. I have one from the same maker. But Bandy and Raiden, oh my god. They look so cute. They look so precious. I love them. And look at the big group picture they all got together. Bandy, Raiden, Ruckus, and Arrow. I didn't get many pictures of Arrow. I feel bad. Arrow was schmooving around the con a lot. I feel so bad. Layden? Layden and Raiden. Right, Layden. Because Light was in the fursuit. Oh my god. Layden! Evan laying on the ground, trying to get a good picture. It's, you know what, Evan got some good pictures, so I can't even complain. And I think Raiden was teabagging Evan. I think that's what was happening there. Yeah, that's what was happening. And there's me and Kyle later on. Oh my god. We haven't gotten any good pictures together, so I'm glad we got this picture. Me and Kyle looking styling. I loved it. But this was, I think, the last picture we had, or last big thing we did that evening before back to my room to pack up and go to bed. I had to pack because I had a flight early in the morning. So yeah, I was regretting a lot. But you know what? Some really good pictures, some good vibes. This is just a nice picture. Look at this is like wholesome. I love it. I think Nova and Nexka got in on this too. Hold on. These are so good. What the fuck? These are such nice pictures. I still look like I need to shit myself. I can't. I'm so unphotogenic. Like this pose literally looks like I just shat myself. I think Nova, you did take these, and I think you got in on it too. See, look at that. Oh my god, look at how good we look. God damn. And there's Nexka. Nexka, just smile. Please, just smile. You have such a nice smile. Oh my god. Nexka, you always give off the vibe whenever you're taking a photo of like, hey, what's going on over here? Nexka does look great in these. Nexka looks great in general in these photos. Anyways, what happened next? More photos, a selfie of me, picture of me and Tiger, because Tiger was hanging with us. Right, we went to hang out, and then we got hungry, and we got inebriated because I played the game, hey Beta, finish off the booze in our room for us, please. So I played that dangerous game, and we all were in the mood for some really mediocre Chinese food. We were in the mood for some really mediocre orange chicken. And that's what we ended up doing. The reason why we ran out of the booze, Nova, is because I drank it. You saw me drink it. Either way. I can't look at that face. I can't do it with the pictures. I'm so bad. I'm so bad. I need to get good at posing and expressions. But either way, in time we'll do that. And then the Chinese food arrived. I still owe Nova for that food, by the way. I can't remember how much I owed, but I'll probably just send you like 50 bucks or something because it was probably that much to get it all delivered. Either way, I got some like fried pot stickers and I got orange chicken. It was so mediocrely good. It was actually pretty good. Oh, and then I opened a fortune cookie, and this is what it said. You could prosper in the field of education. I already technically do. Also, if they paid teachers and professors more, you know, that would be... I technically already prosper in the field of education. I do furry YouTube informational videos. Yeah. And then my look again, because I wanted to take another picture. And then what appears to be a chicken nugget underneath the bed, but it really wasn't. Apparently, I was gaslighting them. But it did look like a chicken nugget, just from earlier. And then me on my way home. All the stickers on my suitcase. You got Russ and Ruckus and Phoenix and Jib and MOSFET and JFET, Margaret Thatcher. Oh my god. Yeah, good furry suitcase. And then a picture of what the airport looks like after being dropped off. It was really cool. The original, the taco. So in my gate, area. This was the only thing that was available. If I looked at this and I thought, if I am going to get sick from food, it's going to be from here. So I waited in line. I'm like, you know what? I kind of want a fried chicken taco. And then me landing back in Boston. And then me on the airplane, surprisingly again. Are these out of order? And then a group photo of the last night where we're all hanging together. This was really sweet. God damn. What a great con. And there's me driving out of Boston at 4 p.m. So you can only imagine me sitting there. And how amazing of a time it was. Oh, and then I went to go and get milkshakes with Snow. Because, like, honestly, I was feeling a bit of PCD. And I think the last thing I wanted to do was go back home alone and sit in my room alone and do nothing. So I'm just like, oh. So I hit up Snow and I'm like, hey, you in Boston? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to go and get milkshakes. I'm like, hey, mind if I join you? And he's like, sure. So we went to Boston Burger Company and got some burgers and this really interesting looking churro milkshake. And it was so fucking good. It was so delicious. I forgot I put Nova into the distort bot. Nova, I love you. I love you to death. What does never mind mean? I'm sorry. I forgot about this. So, when we were chilling in the room before Ty's concert, I was chilling in my Kigu because it was really fucking cold in the room. I was so hot, or so cold. So Nova threw their carcass on me, their bodysuit, and I put the tail around my neck and I posed. I tried posing, and it worked. And Nova made this happen, and I love it. And that's it. Oh my god, that's it. That is literally FWA in a nutshell. That was FWA. In my opinion, one of the best furry conventions ever. I felt good about myself. I had a really good time with friends. There was always something going on with friends, always something to do. I got to do my panel, which in my opinion was the best panel that I've done so far. And honestly, like, I just had such a good time. Like, everything in that con went well. And the fact that I had PCD from it, and I still kind of have PCD from it, should just go to show you that just, hey, it was a good con.